How you doing? My name is Javier Young. I'm a graduate student at North Carolina A&T State University. I'm currently here with Dr.
Loretta Moore.
Right, from Jackson State University.
That's correct.
And we're going to be asking her a couple questions about how she got interested in computing and her outlook as far as that goes. So, what got you interested in computing?
Well, when I was a high school student, I always liked science and math courses. And I was in a summer program at Jackson State in the chemistry department, and I kind of blew up the lab with one of my experiments.
Wow.
You know, we did some testing, and we went to the big lab, and maybe the measurements were a little bit off, and it caused an explosion that propagated down some of the aisles. So I said, let's find something safer. So when my freshman year, I was looking around for something where you could have fun but be safe, and I discovered computer science.
Okay. So what made you stick with computer science, or what do you like about computer science that keeps you thoroughly interested in it?
Well, I like the challenge, and it's always fresh. You know, some disciplines don't change much. You know, there are a few discoveries, but in computer science, there's just so many opportunities to make a difference in the lives of people and in the lives of, our country, just to change things.
Right. So what are your primary focuses as far as computer science goes? What do you deal in more? What areas of computer science?
I'm interested in intelligent systems.
Okay.
For my graduate studies, I did work in an expert system for stroke diagnosis and treatments. So I'm interested in AI techniques such as genetic algorithms, neural networks, and how you apply those to a range of problems. I've looked at problems in the medical domain. I've done work for NASA, and right now we're looking at computer security, cybercrime, and how you can apply AI techniques to help solve those problems.
Okay. So coming in as an African American female, what would you say would be the most adversity that you faced going through academia? What was your hardest challenges? What are your hardest challenges?
I think sort of being a minority and not seeing many people who look like me that can serve as role models. And even though I've been in academics for a while now, the numbers really haven't changed, and you wonder why that's so and what can I do to be different. You know, in graduate school, a lot of times being the only student. And then even as a professor at a R1 institution, not having any students, who were diverse. So I think that's the challenge. At times you wonder, why aren't there more people, and what can I do as an individual to change that?
Okay. Do you feel that there's a deterrent which keeps African American females, or just African Americans in general, away from computing and technology fields? Or?
I think so. I think a lot of it is the attitude of so many people in society. You mean who you run into as your professors and as people who should be supporting you. Some people have the attitude of, I don't know if you can do this because you're black. And we all know that we can do it. It's just a matter of focusing on the problem and solving it. But sometimes when other people doubt your abilities, it could make you doubt yourself. But what you have to do is ignore that and say, well, the problem is not mine, it's theirs. And, how do I overcome this, and how do I solve the problem?
Okay. So what would you say your biggest motivation is as far as just anything in computer science or anything in life? What motivates you?
I like to be successful. And so I like to make things happen. And I like challenges. So I'm not going to run away from challenges. I think that keeps me going, because in computing, and I think even in computer science being a minority, it's a constant challenge. And if you're a person who likes the challenge, you like to solve problems, I think it's a field for you.
Okay. Now, how long have you been at Jackson State?
Well, I've been at Jackson State 11 years now.
11 years. Do you plan on retiring there, or you plan to?
I don't know. I think I'll move around a little bit. I was at Auburn University as a professor for 7 years, and I've been at Jackson State for 11 years as professor and chair. And I think there's just so many opportunities. I've spent several summers at NASA locations, at national laboratories, and things are constantly exciting. So I think I'd like to spend a little bit more time out in the field at some national laboratories, at some industry, and just, see what I can do to create something new and different.
Okay. Lastly, what do you think the computer science field is going towards or expanding upon? What do you see as new that's going to emerge and expand greatly?
I think the use of robotics. I was in Boston last week and seeing some of the things that they're doing with robotics to help people with various types of disabilities. It's amazing. You know, once people thought about robots as taking over, but now you can see how they can augment the lives of people. So I think robotics, AI techniques is new. And then this whole area of pervasive computing. You know, everyone has a cell phone, you know, which is a computer, and the things that you can do with these mobile devices and with RFID tags and things like that. So I think just the pervasive nature of computing and how you manage that and how you ensure that it's secure, and how do you make sure that people's privacy, you know, is protected. So I'm excited about those areas right there.
So any last words of encouragement for any student that's trying to, you know, just get in the undergraduate, get attracted to technology fields in general? Motivation, words of encouragement, people in their program.
I think that,
you know,
getting a little tired.
Yeah, challenging at moments. So
I think you have to stick in there and you have to keep going, and it's worth it in the end, because I've been in computing almost how many years, a number of years, and it's constantly new and it's constantly exciting. And you know, you get tired every now and then. You take a little break. You come to a conference such as Tapia. You talk with people and you be encouraged, and you go back and you continue to make a difference. So I think, yes, if you think you're interested, try it out. And there's so many exciting things out there. You're bound to find something that just sort of motivates you.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm Javier Young here with
Loretta Moore, Jackson State Tiger.